Yo, 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 what's happening, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, we back at the top of the week. Every Monday is probably one of the best days of the week because we get to start the week off fresh. It's always the reset button for us to get back to another week of coffee and donuts for grown-ups. Yours truly, Crust the Legend, the Grumpy OG. I speak volumes. I speak nothing but the truth. It's all facts. Never hate. I keep it fair on both sides of the coin. I'm going to teach some of y'all how to be this way. You know what I mean? But how y'all doing, man? Been a great weekend? Oh, yeah, we had a great weekend. Friday and Saturday, so we had a weekend of fights. We're going to talk about a little bit of that, but I want y'all to pay attention to the thumbnail because the topic of discussion that we will be having over our premium coffee and donuts, we talking about goats, LL Cool J versus no other than Jay-Z. Now, pretty sure Jay-Z's been heard a little frequent around these lands over here. BBO TV. We was just talking about LL Cool J, who is the GOAT. And I said in last week that LL is the GOAT of all GOATs, meaning that he is on a milestone of his own. He's on his own Mount Rushmore, and you have the GOATs, but he is the GOAT of all GOATs. So, my brother, Kareem Akbar, the brother from the bank, say, hey man, we gonna be doing these GOAT debates, which is something good to talk about. We can do it from boxing to music or whatever, but we're gonna be talking these great things this morning, and hopefully y'all like this morning's serving, which I'm pretty sure you will. If not, like it any damn way, because that's what we do over here. So before we get into the main ingredient, let's talk about a little bit of boxing. And as we get this morning segment going on, this is not going to be good as far as the boxing talk for a lot of people. So as you come in, I suggest that you zip up your mouth and strap yourself in, because this boxing discussion, real quick, before we get to the main subject, is going to hurt a little bit. So we have boxing this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We have boxing this weekend. Woo, man, making me feel like Blair the Flair Cobb. Woo, because I was worrying about it. It wasn't looking too good as far as the way that the end of the year was playing out, as far as fights that was scheduled. But lo and behold, that's why we love this good sport of boxing, because we wound up getting the treat. So for everything that we didn't get at the end year of 2024, as far as boxing, we had got something to make up for it. And that's good. We got something that made up for it. We didn't know exactly what was going to be the good makeup for that, but lo and behold, shout out. Let's talk about Friday real quick. So Friday night, they had it going down in Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to Virginia, the state of lovers. That's what they say. We're going to get into that one day. We're going to get into why they call Virginia the state of lovers. That's going to be some history stuff, because it's going to be deep. But Norfolk, Virginia, one of the hottest spots in Virginia. You got the Navy and all that going on. Keyshawn Davis and his two brothers are from there. Keyshawn Davis, who called himself Mr. Businessman. Say he's all about business, 10 toes down on business. He's about making noise and taking care of business. So Keyshawn Davis, in the early part of his contender stages of his career, he went out and did his own first headliner. Yes, he did. This young man did a headliner, actually, without his promotional company. I mean, they helped, but you know what I mean? He started his own venture. So shout out to Keyshawn Davis. They got the Davis brothers, the D3 brother thing going on. So he started something with his two brothers in the sport of boxing, because they are professionals. and now they fully are all professionals because the remaining brother finally had his pro debut this past Friday. So it was a family pack card, you know. So it was the Davis brothers, and we had some guys, up and coming guys from Top Rank on the card. Some of the other guys coming up in the game we know about. Abdullah Mason was on that card. Yes, the true amazing Abdullah Mason was on. Abdullah Mason was on that card also. But what I'm saying is, it was a great turnout for Keyshawn Davis. I don't think anybody needs to downplay what he did. Heard a couple people talking about, well, he only packed 10,000, like to make it seem like that's not good. No, that's good for a guy at his stage in his career. Now, let's be honest. He got guys that been in the game longer than Keyshawn Davis, who name has been around longer than Keyshawn Davis, and they can barely do that. And he was able to do that at home. So can he do it abroad? Yes, I think he's going to draw more fans. But Keyshawn Davis did his daggone thing against Lemos. Now, boy, it was Lemos. Okay, I'm not downplaying Keyshawn Davis, but he did what he was supposed to do against an opponent that shouldn't be in there with him. You don't waste no time with the food, man. If his food is ready and prepared to get ate, then go ahead and eat it. And that's what he did. So shout out to him. Now the thing is, can we see Mr. Keyshawn Davis do it against more sharper competition? I wouldn't say elite, because people are moving too fast, thinking he's ready for the elite guys. I don't think so just yet. No, ladies and gentlemen, he's not ready for Tank Davis. Stop it. I know everybody is desperate to see somebody knock Tank Davis off. I get it. No, I ain't got no problem with that. But what I'm saying is, he ain't the one. Find somebody else. This new guy, this sensation, you know what's sensational about Keyshawn Davis? He ain't ready for none of that, okay? He's not ready for none of the big dogs, okay? None of them. All right? Start with Tank. He ain't ready for none of them. You can't say that he's ready to get in there with Tank Davis off of Lemos. That's just Lemos. Lemos and Tank are two different people. Let's get that out the way. He would smash Keyshawn Davis right the hell now. They was the fight. Anytime in 2025, he will hurt Keyshawn Davis, and he won't be standing on business. And that's no hate. I like the kid, but he don't need to be going nowhere near no damn Tank, nowhere near Shakur. Some of y'all might feel a little different about that. But as I'm saying, Shakur, the Devins, he's not ready for none of them. He's not. He's simply not. Okay? He need a couple more fights to show me. But shout out to him. Good success. All that Abdullah Mason, which a lot of people are not big on. But here's the thing. Every fighter must face some damn adversity. Okay? There's no fighter in the sport of boxing that is that's not included with facing adversity. They all going to face it. Every damn fighter, all the greats that's in the Hall of Fame, everybody that got some sort of accolade somewhere, you know, they're gonna have to go through it. It happens. It's boxing. But what matters is what you do, is what that fighter does afterwards. Me, I don't dig too deep into it because I'm not the fighter, but I keep it to where I need to be, understanding it from a man's standpoint. You know what I'm saying? But when you know that you are totally too good for somebody, you have to show there is true separation. So you take care of your business. All right. Abdullah Mason, we wanted to see him face adversity. Now he faced some adversity, right? But then he's getting criticized by it. And this is what I'm talking about, the double standard nonsense, bullcrap in the sport of boxing. There's nobody in the sport that ever went through their whole career and never faced adversity. Okay, they never got knocked down or knocked out. They got days, they got bruises, they got a broken bone, whatever the case may be. But they all faced something. They all did. Most fighters in the game retired are not undefeated. Okay, there's only a handful of fighters overall in boxing history that retired undefeated. Now, being undefeated doesn't mean that they're better than guys who retire with losses. That don't mean nothing, people. You got to stay off the accolade juice. Y'all be doing too much with these damn accolades. Y'all need to stop it. Accolades are accolades. If I got one and you got three, that don't make you better than me. Y'all still got accolades. You just accomplished something else different. That don't mean that you are better. Just because somebody accomplished this in boxing compared to what somebody else accomplished doesn't solve anything. Doesn't make the one with the more accomplishments better. Accomplishments are accomplishments. It doesn't matter. You got people who would never have no accolades in the sport of boxing, not even one. So I don't get into the accolades of how many accolades some people got, because that don't determine if these two dudes, the guy with the most accolades, fight the guy with the less accolades. It don't guarantee that the guy with the most accolades is going to beat the fight. He can get his behind waxed. We have seen it. But Abdullah faced adversity like I wanted to see him. I've been saying, I said, yo, I like the kid, but see what happens if the tables turned a little bit. And he answered. Oh, he got knocked down twice. He got up twice and finished the damn fight. Yeah, and finished his opponent the very next round. Okay, but we didn't hear people saying this about how many times Devin Haney got dropped in the Ryan Garcia fight. We don't give a damn, and I'm not talking about what Ryan had in his system. A knockdown is a damn knockdown. That's what I'm talking about. Don't try to move the goalposts, because I know how y'all be. I ain't got time this morning. I'm on fire. Okay? Okay? So that's adversity. Okay? Well, I would say that Abdullah handled that getting knocked down, getting up adversity better than Devin damn Haney did, and that's just facts. That's facts. Regardless of y'all know what I mean. So I ain't trying to hear that. You're going to face adversity in the sport of boxing. Your favorite fighter is still going to face adversity in the sport of boxing. So I dare y'all criticize young Abdullah Mason for facing adversity when some of your favorite fighters been doing it their whole damn career. What are we talking about? Oh, just because he's not your favorite, your damn favorites? I don't give a damn. It don't have nothing to do with that. Then tell your favorite to get knocked down twice, just like that man did, and see if he can handle it any better. What do y'all be talking about? We're going to talk this talk. We're going to talk it fair. I don't downplay nobody to big up anybody else. No, it's fair talk all the way around for me. Try that out. That's what we do over here. That's what I do. I don't do that. I'm going to be fair with all these guys. Even if I like one guy better than the other, I'm still not going to play down on that other guy. I'm not going to do that. I don't need to tear down a fighter to build up a fighter. That I don't get paid to do that. I'm just a fan, and my name ain't Stan. I stay in my lane. But it was decided weekend, so Abdullah faced adversity against a guy that could punch. What are y'all talking about? It's against a guy that got 21 goddamn knockouts. What are y'all talking about? Let's see if it was a guy that was pillow fisted. It was a guy that was a journeyman. Okay, what the hell did that mean? Journeyman have one fight. You know, Journeyman has messed people promising careers up. So don't down talk that either. We're gonna talk boxing, okay? Because everybody's got a puncher's chance, no matter the status of the damn fighter. Everybody's got a puncher's chance, but that don't mean that puncher's chance is gonna come into fruition for you to win a fight. I'm gonna start taking y'all back to the chalkboard and chalk when it comes to this boxing talk. Okay? Because that's one thing I do know out of the few things I do know in life is this damn sport. Ain't nobody got to give me a walkthrough or none of that, a tutorial. I know the sport just like you ignorant fools do. Okay? I know it. Might know it better than some of you. Not saying that I do. I say it's a possibility because maybe I studied the sport better than you did, than you studied the sport. Because I can honestly say I didn't actually start watching boxing until years after I started actually watching boxing, meaning my first 4 or 5 years of watching boxing at a young age, it was a study to me. I had to understand the sport before I was able to take it for entertainment. I had to study the sport first. before I can take it as entertainment. Let that sink in your damn heads. That's why I ain't to be F with. Now, salute to the early bird squad, everybody that's coming in this morning. But Jerron Boots Ennis needs to upgrade. Too many holes in his damn body. Too many holes in his work. His defense, how do I grade his defense? Swiss cheese. His defense is Swiss cheese. I can't say A to Z. He got to get a whole damn word, not a letter. Swiss cheese. We know what Swiss cheese is, right? Got a lot of holes in it. He better tighten up on his Swiss cheese defense. That's one thing he needs to do. He needs to get off the ego tripping because Jerron Ennis is smelling himself a little too damn much. They should have never gave these niggas money. Feeling himself too much. Ain't listening to the corner. Ain't listening to his daddy. They got problems. They need to go back to the chalkboard. They need to go back and because if they're going to move on, and it's nothing. There's nothing tight knit. Everything airtight in that corner. It's going to be problems for that damn man. And that man got problems. Now, I'm not pooping on him. I'm not giving up on him. I'm not saying it's over for him. But I tell you what, he ain't the guy that I thought he was. So he's on trial just like anybody else is on damn trial. So if I'm going to say that, Devin Haney's at the restart for me, which he is, so I got to see what he's going to be this time around. So that goes for Jerron Boots Ennis after this goddamn performance. Yes. He's going to have to show me, okay, this was the first half of your career, buddy. I didn't see enough. And your first half of your career ain't end the way that I thought it was going to end, going up against this guy named Karen. Shout out to Karen, who is a B+ boxer, okay? Middle finger to all your haters that say you don't know a damn thing about boxing. And that ain't no damn opinion, that's a damn fact. That man is a B-level fighter and he can fight. He ain't scared of nothing. And he came to fight. He came to Philly to fight. He ain't do the other things. And see, this is my thing. Here's the thing. All of them, the whole damn corner, they just don't go on Boots and go for Daddy, Bozy, and his two. Y'all didn't prepare right. You know why they didn't prepare right? Because, see, remember, they didn't prepare for Cameron the first time. Well, we wasn't expecting to do all that damn running. Expect the unexpected. Stay ready so you won't have to get ready. You understand that? What? Unexpected, so that means work on everything. Everything that's possible, motherfuckers. That's what that means, simply. How y'all doing this morning? That's what that simply means. No more, no less. Right? Follow me now. So, something ain't right there. So they got a whole lot to be thinking about. All this becoming undisputed at 147. I don't think it's going to be easy, guy. I used to think it was going to be easy, but I had to see. Some people say, hey, man, nah, man, that boy ain't like that, man. He ain't like that. Okay, well, but you saying if that boy ain't like that, I need to find out if it's hate or is it fact. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of y'all was saying it out of hate, and y'all just wound up being correct. And some of y'all just keeping it real, just being honest, using your boxing mannerism and intelligence. So it's not wrong with that. Is he a bum? I ain't gonna call him a bum. He ain't as good. He's on trial. I got a big question mark for that man. Philadelphia, tell your boy to tighten it up. Tighten all the way up. Hurry up, tighten up like a virgin's trot. He better. Because damn, he don't need to be in there with none of them elite. Not no damn EJ, no Terrence, none of that. And I don't think he's ready for anything that at 154 right now. Even though he said he might go to 54, I'm thinking about going to 54. Now, he hasn't looked like the most dedicated guy to the gym. and all that good stuff. So he says 54, but he was so high strung on staying at 47 to go undisputed. So why is it a change out? You know why, people? You know why he says time for 54? Now you can tell because of his fight, his performance. I don't think he's ready for that heat up 54 because it's way deeper than 47. It's a better weight class, tougher challenges and everything. Okay, everything. Ain't 147 can't mess with 154 on a damn thing. But if he's saying it, and the reason why he said it is because actually it's his biological clock, then y'all figure that out. Okay? But now, enough of that. Enough of that. We got to get to the main topic, man. What are we talking about? I ain't going to spend all this time on Friday and Saturday. We talked about it. We broke it down. We argue about it. We came to agreement and this, that, and that. But now that's over. I want to talk some GOAT stuff, man, because I'm great. I am great. I'm the greatest man alive. I ain't the only greatest man alive, but I'm the greatest man alive. A lot of y'all are greatest men alive too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm that guy. That name was given to me. I didn't claim myself that. You see what I'm saying? So I wear it. Because people say, that's you, bruh. You the greatest man alive. So I feel honored to wear that name. So I'm going to hold it down. And they ain't just call me that name because it sounds cool. That'd be the cool nickname for you. I ain't no B-boy no more, none of that. But because of my accolades, since we all like, things that I did in the hip-hop world and, going on tour and being that dude like that and being one of the best hosts, show hosts, masters of ceremony in Philadelphia, period, and all that. It speaks for itself. So thank you to everybody that feels that way about me because I feel the same way about you with everything that you are great at. Because we all great at something. Every last one of us is great at something. I know what I'm great at. I know what I'm good at. I know what I suck at. But we ain't talking about that. We're going to keep it to where we are great. So we talking about the GOATs. Now, this one right here, LL Cool J and Jay-Z. We're going to get into this cool debate this morning. Y'all join in. Y'all let us know how y'all feeling. Kareem Akbar will be coming up in a second. So we can talk about this. Now, these two names together, I thought about when the Versus show was successful. You know how they were doing the verses and putting these artists against each other. These two is one of the most talked about verses back. Just like we want to see certain guys fight certain guys. And LL Cool J discography versus Jay-Z's discography is something that people wanted to see in the verses joint. And before we get into it, I remember when he was talking about it, and Jay-Z didn't do a verses, but you know how Jay-Z feel about the verses or whatever. So I'm going to tell you what he said when it was coming up about LL Cool J, who Jay-Z highly respects. He has nothing but high respect for LL Cool J. You see what I'm saying? So, he said, man, Jay-Z said, the only person that can probably go, song for song with me on the verses is LL Cool J. But he said, I wouldn't want to battle LL Cool J in the verses. Not because he's scared of him, but because of the level of homage he pays to LL Cool J, and there's nothing wrong with that. We get in situations to where we can compete against somebody that we love so much, that we look up to, and have that same respect for them, even not to go up against them, bow out gracefully. But these are two other damn GOATs. Now, when they talk about Jay-Z, this is for the diehard Jay-Z fans, my mellow, my man, and sisters. They tell you nobody did it better than Hovey Ho. Nobody did it better than Hovey Ho, right? And then you got some people like myself that's from the beginning of hip hop and say, well, maybe ain't nobody doing like Hov and Hov generation. But before Hov came around, there was guys like LL Cool J who was doing it well, way before Reasonable Doubt, way before You Can't Knock the Hustle, way before all that. But are y'all ready to get into this debate right now? Before we get into the debate, let me give my shout out. Let me say what up to the early bird crew, DS3 in the building. Salute to you. Why? Saludos, my brother. Tim Layton in the building, JBT. Somebody send this out. Where's the rest of the family? YouTube is doing nonsense. Where is the family? I don't see them in here. BBO sending it out again. We normally have more in here, but we gonna do what we doing. We know how this works because it'll be more people actually watching, but it just ain't popping up. So y'all ready to get into this debate? So who is the GOAT? Who's the better GOAT out of LL Cool J and my man and Jay-Z, right? Now, before we get into this, the original one we was going to go with this morning, we was going to go with producers. We was going to do Marley Marl versus DJ Premier, but I'm glad BBO switched it up for a little bit because we just was talking about Marley, so we need to space him out and then bring him back. But we're going to do a whole producers joint. We're going to get into a producers a tournament like the Super Six, and we're going to throw the top six or whatever in the mix, and then we're going to break it down and debate about that and what is going to come out over all of them. But LL Cool J versus Jay-Z right now. So let's do this. We must start with my man LL Cool J, James Todd Smith, who I was just talking about. Or maybe let's do it backwards. Let's start it with the guy that came later, a little later. So let's start with Jay-Z this time around, right? Let's go with Jay-Z. And let's go with Jay-Z and talk about his career and everything else. Yeah. No, he's one of the first ones that walked in this morning. Huh? He's one of the first ones that walked in this morning besides the maintenance guys. Yeah, I'm being good this morning. Good.
Is she be here?
Huh?
The niece be here?
Yeah, she should be coming in soon.
No, I think she's here.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think she doesn't see it right.
I think she should be coming in another few minutes. I'm expecting her to come in anytime soon within the next 5 minutes. Yes. So, people. So let's start with Jay-Z. Sean Carter, who calls himself Jay-Z. Very crafty guy. Good wordsmith. Heck of a poet. For a guy who, with the charisma and the creativity that he has, getting a major deal wasn't easy for him. He actually got turned down from most of the top major labels at the time when he first came out. But lo and behold, he wound up getting out there, and he came out with his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, which in a lot of people's minds is one of his best works to date. And that's not something that sounds too foreign, because with a lot of artists in music, most likely we have heard, well, I'm not going to say most likely, but in music history, a lot of artists, they debut albums wind up being their best work. You know, some of them were able to follow it up throughout their career and put out better work than what they started from. But for a lot of them, normally the debut album has been the most successful. Reasonable Doubt, it picked up late, so they kind of put it out independent, and then it picked up later. But good album, classic hip hop album, as far as I'm concerned. Um, so he busted out on the scene. You might want to say 90. But of course, he was around a little before then, you know, being around Big Daddy Kane and those guys, you know, throughout the mid and late 80s. But this guy actually came on the scene in the 90s. So let's give him 90, 91. Between 90 and 92, he comes into the scene. He puts out this album, Reasonable Doubt. This kid he has a nice delivery. It's got a good total package. But see, when we talking about being a GOAT, there's a problem with Jay-Z, because a lot of people would say, hey man, you can't really consider this guy a GOAT when has stolen from other artists. He stole from other artists, you know, or just about anything will give you more of a discredit than a credit of being such titled as. You know, so he put out a few albums, Reasonable Doubt, the Hard Knock Life. I mean, the you know, Volume 1, you know, Volume 2. So he put out some good albums. He was definitely one of the most top selling artists of a generation. When he says he ran and been running for summers, 7 summers and things like that, yes, he was very, very, very in high rotation and demand. He actually from the mid 90s all the way up into the 2000s, this man Jay-Z was killing the scene, bringing you hit after hit after hit after hit, on top of having some good wordplay, some good wordplay, slick metaphors and things like that. And with that being said, like I said, he's a total package. So this is the reason why he's considered a GOAT, just from the skill set alone, because I like to base that off with skill set. I don't like to base it off of record sales or anything monetary. I like to basically base it off the talent itself and the skill itself. And he's definitely a skilled guy. Now, is he the best guy that ever did it, that ever, you know, touch the microphone? No. Is he one of the most skilled guys that touch the microphone? Won't say he's one of the most skilled, because then when we dig into pulling the layers back and talking about his skill, there's a lot of rebuttal there. With a whole lot of people that's playing hip hop, you know, they say, well, he stole people. He stole from people. You know, we was just talking about this a couple of days ago. He stole from a lot of artists, a lot of MCs. Whoopie doo, boom, boom, boom. We know in the elements of hip hop, and definitely when it comes to your writing, you're not going to get too much credit if your writing consists of another hand. You know what I mean? You expect that, and you go for that in music. You know, in regular music, R&B music, whatever type of music, a genre of music that a vocalist may sing. But when it comes to hip hop, rap, this, that, and the other, no ghostwriter, no co-writer is accepted. Okay, it's not accepted at all. It's not accepted, and that's the way that it should be. Even though people try to downplay it and say, "Oh, well, you know, you should be able to add it on." No, you cannot add that on when it comes to. Good morning, dear. How you doing? I like your little corduroy right there. I like that. I gotta get me a couple corduroy jackets. I'm gonna do some shopping for some corduroy jackets. Yeah, I know the. Yeah, he was just asking about you. I told him he was coming in a few minutes. But anyway, what I was saying, people, Killer Mike in the building. What's going on, Killer Mike? How you doing, bro? Smash the like button as you come in. So as I was saying about Jay-Z. So he so that don't play when you you don't get that. That's something, a credit that you can't get in hip hop when it comes to your own lyrics. If someone else wrote your stuff for you, or even kind of co-wrote. Now maybe co-write like gave you a bar or something, but you actually wrote it as something different. But that's a little different. But for me, no. Being an MC, no. Being a writer, hell no. Don't co-write a damn thing. You know what I mean? So that's why it's hard when it comes to hip hop. DSP said, yo, it's cold out there. Get an air mattress jacket. Yeah. It's cold.
You get the black love.
No, I don't want the black.
It's hold on. Work is in the building, stuff like that. But yeah, so how can we say that we should give a guy for writing credit and for creativity credit when he's not actually writing? It's not all his work. So it's just not, that don't work in hip hop. Okay, it don't work with hip hop. We're gonna move on from that. So with that being said, then that's one way of saying that a person is much less of being a GOAT than more of being a GOAT because of those simple things right there. Okay, I'm good. Yeah. Oh, I don't need that. I got my other one. Thank you. Yeah, so you can't take those things. You can't credit that man for those things, okay? You can't credit that man for those things because that's not simply how it goes down. So when we talk about GOAT, is it fair to say that is he actually a GOAT? What makes Jay-Z a GOAT? I guess like anything else in music that would make LL a GOAT. But I guess the discussion, the debate is who's the better GOAT. So let me not pull y'all leg any longer. Let's get down to it because we ain't got too long for me to sing this morning song. So when it comes to who's the better GOAT, is it Jay-Z or is it LL Cool J? Now, what we must do when we have these discussions, it can be based off of opinion. There has to be a whole lot of fact behind the opinion. Who is the better GOAT? I don't want an opinion, I want a fact. So how we break it down simply by measuring what they have done. So when you look at Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, life, my life, Reasonable Doubt, Lifetime Volume 1, Volume 2, his top albums. You think about his top selling albums, you think about LL top selling albums. And respectfully, they got hits. Both of these men got hits. Both of these men are influential. Now, who is more influential? Who is the biggest influence on the audience? Is it Jay-Z? Is it LL Cool J? From what I've seen, I see more guys try to be like LL Cool J. Then I seen guys trying to be like Jay-Z. A lot of guys wasn't trying to be like Jay-Z, more so than guys actually trying to be like LL. Think about it. When you sit back and you look at it, do a playback on L, do a playback on Jay-Z, and see where it was at. And like I said, just a few days ago, just last week when it came to LL Cool J, we had already stated the things that he did. So I wish we would have got somebody else against Jay-Z, because we just talked about LL. So it's like I'm regurgitating everything I said about LL today that I just said, well, Thursday or Friday of this past week. But that's cool, because I can go deeper into it. But BBO wanted the smoke clear on who's the better GOAT. Now I'm going to ask y'all, who do y'all think is the better GOAT? Do y'all think that it's Jay-Z the better GOAT, or do y'all think it's LL the better GOAT? Who you think had the better hits, Jay-Z or LL? Now, the only problem that I have with that, say Floyd tried to be like LL, yeah. Now the problem that I have with that, with these two, it don't look like it's a generational gap in it, but it is, because at LL highest peak, when L was out here busy, there was no Jay-Z. By the time Jay-Z came out, LL was already gone. You know what I mean? By time Jay-Z came onto the scene, I'm thinking, when he came out with Reasonable Doubt with his first album, LL was on what album we can say? I think he was on by the time Jay-Z came on, LL was at the Phenomenal album. You know, he was that album, or the I forgot. I'm trying to think. It was the album with 4-3-2-1 on it, something like a Phenomenal. It's between that album and maybe the album before that, when Jay-Z actually started coming onto the scene. So L was already been through it a few times, and already traveled the world, and already been ahead of the hip hop and rap game way before Jay-Z got started. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like an unfair conversation, because LL did get off to an earlier start, and LL got off to a hell of a start. One of the best starts to his career. Got one of the best start-offs to his career. That's hands down. I just talked about all that. That's Mr. Def Jam. That's the one. Ask Russell, put him in that high rise. Yeah. So I need to just go on what Jay-Z did. So what Jay-Z has done since his first album, he brought out a few albums. I think around his third album, he started venturing out, came to Philly, he came across Beanie Siegel. I'm gonna do something on him one day, man. I gotta do something on him. And ran across Beanie Siegel, who could have been one of the greatest lyricists in hip hop. So I'm just using him as an example, because this is what Jay-Z came across. See, this is the difference between Jay-Z and LL. LL didn't put nobody on. I mean, LL had guys on his songs, but Jay-Z had Beanie Siegel. Now I get it, the Dame Dash, I get it, but follow me now. So when it comes to that part, we got something to talk about. So like I said, by the time Jay-Z started warming up, that was around the Phenomenal album at that time. Like I said, they already put out hits after hits after hits. we gonna talk about Biggs a whole nother day because I gotta do a whole segment on him. I don't want to get away from the topic. But I'm gonna do a whole joint on Biggs. Some of the talk y'all gonna like, and some of it y'all not gonna like, because I'm just an honest person. But with that being said, yeah, so he came with state prop, you know, which was a good thing. They could have did a whole lot more. You know what I mean? But let's just leave it there. He ran across Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel was able to bring Jay-Z, Freeway, the Young Guns, Chris and Neve, PD Crack, Emilio Sparks, you know, Esquino Vasquez. And of course, also he had his man Memphis Bleak, Emil, you know, who didn't last long. She's supposed to have been the first lady of Rockefeller. So when you look at the artists that Jay-Z brought on and their accomplishments, this is something that he gets a clean slate win because LL he never did anything like that. You know, so that's one thing I would give Jay-Z credit over LL Cool J, even though Jay-Z somewhat dropped the ball with managing those guys. That's a whole nother conversation. But if you want to do a compare, you know, head to head, hit to hit, it's definitely a hell of a conversation. For every hot Jay-Z song, there's an L song that can rebuttal that. And vice versa. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So they both ruled. They both ruled the charts at the peak of their careers. Who did it better? See, that part is more so opinionated than fact. Now, who accomplished more, who got more out of it, then that's more of a fair discussion. Cause once you pull it back, but you know, make it a long breath, a short breath. Jay-Z, LL Cool J has been awarded and recognized on a very, very high prestigious level compared to Jay-Z. Now we call Jay-Z, you know, he was the man of his era, this, that, and the other. But have you ever heard of Jay-Z being named a prince, being honored as a prince in another country? I'm gonna say that again for the people way in the back. Have y'all heard Jay-Z as being honored as a prince in a whole nother country? I'll wait for that response. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't heard it. Now we could talk about what Jay-Z did, all the money he made, and the business moves that he made, and the people that he's doing business with. But is that greater? Is that better than actually a whole nother country? A whole nother country likes and love your talent, your music, your character, your personality, your energy so much that when you come there to perform, it's like you getting the key to your own city. But gee, ask yourself, what you would rather have? BBO, the key to Cleveland, or going to a whole nother country and being honored as a prince? More so getting the key to a whole nother country. I think getting the key to a whole nother country is bigger than getting the key to your city. Don't you think? I think that's a higher level of greatness. You know what I mean? Being applied. Can't get no greater than that. Now, when we talk about the record sales, when we talk about the record sales from both of these gentlemen, I mean, they both did awesome. Now, to say who made the most money, I can't freestyle that. I can, but I'm not. Because that's something that I would have to be all the way correct on. So I didn't take the time to do that because we switched it up at the last minute. Now, I could have poured the audible, but at work, it's just too much time for me to try to figure that out. You know, who made the most money? Now, of course, most people want to say, oh, Jay-Z made more money than LL Cool J. They easily say that. Now, could that be correct? Yeah, could be, but not necessarily. Because, you know, there's more than one way to get paid, people. It's more than one way. So you actually getting paid by your record sales and all that, your albums and all that. And you can also get extra money by endorsements. It's the same thing, you know, with the music business, just like with sports. You got some guys that get paid they contract money, and that's it. They don't got no endorsements or nothing like that. I mean, look at Michael Jordan. All the hoopla about Michael Jordan, you know, being the king of the court and all that. But he was never the highest paid player, highest paid basketball player. See, Jordan his big money payouts came with the sneakers and the endorsements and all that. He didn't have a big NBA contract. So y'all get what I'm saying? It's the kind of same thing. So, you know, who had the biggest signing? Who signed for a bigger deal? Okay, when LL signed, how much did he sign for? Okay, when Jay-Z signed, how much did he sign for? Now, you know, it is a big gap in between there. So it's a whole nother argument. But if you're going to actually break that down honestly, you're going to have to go back, get the numbers, all that other stuff, and go from there. Because other than that, it's going to be hard to tell. So I was trying to make this more of a factual type of situation, but I'm gonna have to bring this one back up again. Okay. I'm gonna bring this one back. We're gonna spin the block on this one. But I'm gonna bring it back maybe a week or two later because I really want to give the proper debate. So it's more so I'm just talking about it right now and what could possibly be. But in your opinion, I'm still asking y'all, who do y'all think is the better GOAT? LL Cool J or Jay-Z? Who you think is the better GOAT, Tim? Jay-Z or LL Cool J? Who do y'all think is the better GOAT? Who you think that did the most or did better in their career? Jay-Z or LL Cool J? Now, even if you go off of who you like more than the other, there's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. For me, I'm gonna be honest with you. LL, man, I done already stated this last week, so that's why I ain't got too much energy for this what's name, because I just talked well about LL. He's the GOAT. So for me, this debate is over. As far as I'm concerned, LL Cool J is the GOAT, the better GOAT over Jay-Z, and it's just that damn simple. Now, with that being said, 'cause I ain't spending no more time on it. Y'all want to talk about some boxing some more? Y'all want to talk about some boxing some more? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what was the original plan. Now, the original plan was going to be debates between the producers, and we last night we came with DJ Marley Marl and DJ Premier. That was the original music debate show of today, but BBO switched it up at the last minute. Now I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Marley Marl. One of the greatest producers of all time. Now, is he's hip hop #1? Is he the GOAT producer out of hip hop? I don't think so. See, that's something that we're gonna have to get into. But yeah, the actual music debate was going to be on Marley Marl and DJ Premier, which I think kind of would have been too soon also. So I see what BBO was trying to do. So once he figured we just talked about him, but yeah, I just talked about Jay too. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing, my whole plan was to come in here and destroy Jerron Ennis. Okay? That's what was my original plan because, like I said at the beginning of the show, what's up, Cash Sports? Like I said, for anyone that didn't hear me all weekend talking about Jerron Ennis, he did not rep the city very well. He needs to tighten up. He's not an A-level fighter. If he is an A-level fighter, I mean an asshole right now because he's feeling himself because he's ego tripping. He didn't look like he didn't look like himself. Looked like he was playing. It wasn't good. Yeah. You ready to get him now? I want you to come back. So yeah, so that's my whole thing. Cash Sports. This is what I really wanted to talk about. He's not that guy. He's that guy, but he ain't that type of guy, if that makes sense. I'm going to end the show the way I want. I'm going here, okay? Because I know that's what y'all was expecting this morning. So let me give y'all what y'all want. Yes, a lot of people stops that version of Jerron Ennis, okay? Everybody and anybody stops that version of him. Easy. But what's going on with Jerron Ennis? What's going on with Jerron Ennis in his corner, Cass, Tim, DS3, Killer Mike? What's going on with him? Something ain't right. We got to start from scratch. Something ain't right. I think it's a little bit of ego going on over there. I think it's a lot of ego tripping going on over there. That's first and foremost. There's a whole lot of ego tripping going on over there. For starters, okay? A whole lot of ego tripping going on. AB, what's going on, AB? There's a whole lot of ego tripping going on. Jerron Ennis is feeling himself, people. That's what he's going through. He's suffering. I said it, ego. You know, I've been talking. He's feeling himself a little too much, and he's starting to act a little too damn cute. Okay? He's starting to act a little too damn cute, and it's showing. See it in him. Let's look at him. His last 2 fights, he's been acting like a damn diva. I hate when these fighters act like divas. Y'all fighters, y'all ain't got time to be acting like no damn divas. That's his problem. He ain't following instruction. Then maybe the instructions ain't good enough no more. It can be that too, but something ain't right over there. But before they can move on to anything, Jerron Boots and his whole entire camp, they need to straighten out the problem in the corner first. Boots needs to humble himself. He needs to humble himself. Because people say he's the boogeyman and nobody at 147 want to fight him. You don't really hear anybody calling his name. That's somewhat true. But guess what? People want to downplay Blair Cobb and say this, that, and there. Blair wants parts of Jerron Ennis. As far as I'm concerned, when Blair Cobb approached Bruce Ennis about what, 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, you know, I was like, but damn, you know, I didn't totally agree with Blair Cobb. I said, but you know what I mean? He just getting there, bruh. Let him get he's just getting his toes wet. Wait till the water get up to knee deep. You know what I mean? When his kneecaps is getting wet and his shins is all his entire leg is in that water, then go after him. You know, but I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't Bruce Ennis feel as though that Blair Cobb could be the one to upset him. And I'm saying this right now at 7:09 on Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups, and I'm not going to change what I said. I'm going to keep that same mindset until Boots Ennis shows me something else. I don't care if anybody in Philly hear what I say. I don't care what they got to say. I don't care if they disagree with me. But I ain't going to keep having somebody call me the hell out and I'm going to keep on ignoring them. I'm not. It's going to become nagging to me. It's going to be like that Destiny Child song, a bugaboo, a bugaboo. Listen, and Cass, I said this last night, man. Cause I was like, you know, he should just go up to 54 because it's there to be great more up there. But bruh, he might need to stay his ass at 47. He might need to stay his ass at 47, Cass. He might just need to do that. I don't think he's ready. So if this man is just looking like this, if he's just looking like this from you know, his ego tripping, he need to come back down. He better come back down to ground surface right about now. Right about now, because now he don't look like the guy that's so much above levels of the guys at 147. So I honestly can't say that he actually can beat those guys. The way he fought that dude, he ain't beating Stanley Onis. The way he fought that dude, he's not beat. He's going to lose the bar news. I ain't got Bruce Ennis beating too many people at 147 right now if he's fighting the hell like that. And like I said, I'm going to keep on saying, you don't need to fight in Philly again. You got too damn happy. Take your ass somewhere. You're unfocused. You're unfocused. See, this is the thing about fighting at home. That's the problem about fighting at home. You have to be a special, strong-minded, willing person to fight on your home ground. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that. And when it comes to boxing, it's different fighting on your home grounds, boxing than any other sport. See, because with other sports, you know, you still got your city behind you, but you got your teammates. But when it comes to damn boxing, bro, you got to get in that ring by yourself. Only time your team is with you is through preparation and training and, you know, all that, you know. But when it's time to get in that ring, man, you get in that ring and you got to be focused. And he's too comfortable at home. He's showing the hell off. Now, I'm glad that the people showed out for him. Philadelphia is showing out. Now, with that being said, I want Philly to show out for another damn boxer. Hurry up, Philly. Give me another damn pro that's making damn noise that we can hold down like that. Now, I know y'all gonna say y'all got Cool Boy, but Cool Boy ain't got that fan following like Boots. See, right now, Philadelphia, we need another fighter in Philly that got that Philly home base following. We need that right now. I'm going to look for it. Because that man don't need to fight at home. See, you can tell when a person ain't used to nothing. You know what they say about people? Oh, you can tell them, well, they ain't used to money and never having anything. Look at him, man. I mean, his two fights at home, my overall grade, and I'm grading both fights together and do one overall grade. To be honest with you, man, whew, C average. Because he looked like a C-level fighter this past Saturday. Okay? And he somewhat looked like barely a B-level fighter in that first fight because he had a problem with getting to that man. He didn't know how to cut the ring off when that man was moving around to avoid him. But this time that man came to fight him. And they wasn't even prepared for it. So, some people say they was at the fight and they can hear what Bozy was saying. And they were saying he wasn't telling them nothing. He was telling them to knock him out. Because remember during the fight, when he said, I got him, I got him, I got it, I got it. I thought he was responding to people in the audience. I thought it was people that was, the fans and stuff at the fight that was saying, go and knock him out now. But they were saying, Bozy was saying, come on, man, why are you playing with him? Get him out of there, get him out of there. Either way, it doesn't matter who said that to him. What matters is that he responded to it. And he did more talking than taking care of business. This man got hit too damn much. He's not defensively sound like that at all. He's defensively sloppy. Now, what we need to find out if it's the ego or that's really this kid for real. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of these fighters are not who some of us thought they were. Like my man BBO said, I did a lot of capping. I don't do capping. I might be incorrect about something. I don't do no damn capping. And just like I told him, because he was doing capping about the boy. No, I'm doing capping about somebody because that's the way I feel about them. And what I think they can do, how good they think they are. I think they are. But now when I see it, and I see a difference. Now, if I see a difference and don't talk about the difference, then I'm capping. But if I'm going wrong with the damn narrative of what it is, I'm a fair dude. I ain't got time for that. So I'm back at the drawing board with this dude. Back at the drawing board with him. We don't really know who he is. Right now, he ain't that boy like that. Devin Haney ain't that boy like that. Regardless, people still try to give him a pass. He still got his ass beat up. I don't care about the win or loss. Getting beat up is getting beat up. I don't care. It don't have nothing to do with nothing else. So, he's falling at this right now, too. There's still a lot of guys that people talk about certain fighters haven't answered anything yet. Bull crap. Bull crap. They talk, oh, this person ain't did this yet. This person ain't did that. What they ain't do? The only thing they ain't do is beat up your damn favorite fighter. That's all they didn't do. And trust me, you don't want them to beat up on your favorite fighter. You don't want them to beat up on your favorite fighter, so don't even be wishing for that. And that goes for anybody's favorite fighter. Don't necessarily be about no damn Tank and Shakur. It could be anybody. Don't be rushing your favorite fighter to get beat up on. Don't be rushing your favorite fighter to get beat up on. It's just simple plain. Don't downplay somebody else's accomplishments to big up somebody else's accomplishments. Don't do that, because one thing they all have in common, they all got accomplishments. So it's not about who got the more accomplishments. It doesn't matter. They got accomplishments. And guess what? The more accomplishments doesn't answer who can beat who. That's what kills me about the boxing talk. Oh, well, oh, well, he ain't did nothing. He ain't did nothing. He ain't never been unified. He ain't never had this belt. He ain't never had a belt, but he got a belt. Oh, that belt ain't nothing. What the hell are you talking about? A belt is a belt. What are you talking about? But still, that doesn't mean that the guy that went undisputed can beat the guy that never went undisputed. That don't mean the guy that went undisputed is better than the guy that went undisputed. So I guess all these guys that's undisputed is better than every damn fighter that never became undisputed. No, 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 I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay? It ain't even like that. It ain't even like that. Don't even try it. But the thing is, we got a problem here. Couple fighters got to start over. And some people think this man has got went as far as he can go. Ain't that something? That's why I say, man, a lot of these fighters' careers be over way before their boxing career is even over. Do y'all be understanding what I'm saying to y'all? Yeah. Most of these fighters' careers are already over before they actually, their career is actually over some guys' career is over before they retire. All right. And with that being said, I don't have too much faith. And then these guys that's facing a career reset, a career identity crisis problem. I don't see too many of these guys coming back and changing the dynamics around. My question is to y'all: is today's fighters, is this generation of fighters is what we consider one-hit wonders? Oh, that just gave me an idea.
I'm gonna get up people. I'm gonna keep on saying, yeah, man.
I'm telling you, think about it, people. Think about this. Just like in music, we have one-hit wonders. In the sport of boxing, we have one-hit wonders in boxing. Their career is hot for one part of they got one hot moment in their career, and once it cools off, they never get it back. A lot of these fighters that we like, myself included, I'm guilty of it by default, just like anybody else, because we don't know until we find out. And a lot of these guys that we like today are one-hit wonders in the sport of boxing. And yes, Cash Sports and Cash, you know, we support each other, man. I come over and get you freshen my mind on some of the old fights and some of the stuff I can't remember from when I was studying the old fights coming up. So you refresh me on some stuff, and then you hit me to some stuff that I never learned about that. You know what I mean? But you know, I've been saying it the whole time that Bam was gonna come to Philly and be the fight of the night. Matter of fact, let's be honest. If ain't nobody else in Philadelphia gonna be honest, damn it, I will. Burn me, burn me, burn me. Okay? I'm gonna say this real quick. Bam Rodriguez. One of the baddest dudes in the sport right now. Bam Rodriguez is the king of Philly. Yes, he came and he did own Philly that night, BBO. Matter of fact, BBO, I'm gonna go as far as this. Because of boxing, right now there's a guy that's not from Philadelphia that's the king of boxing in Philadelphia, and that's Bam Rodriguez. Until somebody comes to Philadelphia and put on a better performance than Bam Rodriguez, then Bam Rodriguez officially and unofficially is the king of Philly when it comes to boxing. Because since we had the fights back in Philadelphia, Bam had the best performance. And like I said, Bam Bam was coming to take that show. But what I was about to say, y'all, here it is, because I got sidetracked. BBO, I know you're going to love this, and you probably going to build on this, BBO. Now, with that being said, right? And we know that they came out. That was the most, that was the best thing, that the people came out. They came out. Matter of fact, I think more came out this fight than the first fight. But let's keep it real. The only reason why the people came out more to this fight, of course, they wasn't coming to see Karen. That damn undercard, Bam Rodriguez, gets responsibility for me as bringing those people out more than goddamn Boots. Do that sound right to any of y'all? Do any of y'all agree with that? Because remember, nobody didn't want to see Boots and Cameron fight again. So why did everybody come out the way that they did? Oh, because they was bored? Huh? You think Boots would have poured? This crowd that he poured was a little more than the first one. You think he would have been able to still do those numbers with the same type of card he had the first time? His first fight here? Because his first fight here didn't have no damn body on it. Let's talk about it. His first fight here didn't have no damn body on it. And that's no disrespect to those guys. But you know, who was, I can't even remember what the co-main event the first time around. But it wasn't nobody on the level of a Bam Rodriguez. Is that the reason why the people showed up the way that they did? Because of what was added onto the card? I think so. Isn't Bam Rodriguez a bigger draw and a bigger name than Jaron Ennis? Hello? That's what thank you, Cass. That's what I'm saying. It took too long for y'all to get in here and say that, you know. That is true. So I listen, you can't throw black tar on my face and tell me that it's green paint. Okay? You can't do that. Yes, it's because the way that the undercard was. And it was better, the card was better than the last card because this one came with somebody that's hot in the game. That's why people, see, I'm a Philadelphia, I'm a true Philly cat. I'm a fair dude. Y'all might not like the way I be fair, but I be fair because I'm going to tell the truth. And I ain't got time to be fluffing up my favorite fighter and talking down on another fighter. I don't do that. Everybody's going to get this smoke according to what temperature they need to get. So they didn't come to see Boots fight Karen. They came to see Boots, but they ain't come to see Boots fight Karen. But most of those people that came to see, a lot of those people that came to see Boots, most of those people that came, they came to see goddamn Bam Bam. You gotta have another attraction on your card if you're not the attraction like that? We know Boots ain't no attraction like that. We know he ain't no attraction like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why he did a couple of fights at home. I'm glad he wanted to bring that back to Philly, but he ain't no different than Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis packed about the same amount the first time out, you know, of what was available. So he ain't really doing nothing special. And Keyshawn, his damn first card at home was better than Boots' first fight here at Philly at home. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Let's talk about that. See, I talk about these days. I ain't no yes man. Okay? Ain't no yes with me. Ain't no yes, sir. Yes, madam. Yes, sir. Yes, how fast you want me to go, Miss Daisy? You know, I don't do none of that. Okay? Nobody's my boss. I just have an agreement, a business agreement. That's how I get my paycheck, by a business agreement. Nobody's my damn boss. Soon when you say you the boss, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. Okay? Nobody's my ruler, my king, no, my president, my judge, none of that shit. Nobody is over me but me. And the only thing that's over me besides my being is the higher being. Do y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all?
I'm your boss. I'm like, you up there?
Yeah.
That's just right. You up there? That's just what I was saying. That's my habit.
Then Jerron Ennis, he damn sure did better than Jerron Ennis's first homecoming. Yes, he did. And to all my fellow Philadelphia, I know y'all mad at me. I don't care. But here's the thing about y'all being mad at me, right? Y'all know I'm in the city. So, you know, I can get to y'all faster than I can get to everybody else. So, see, I can just whip on y'all behinds in person. You know, we can have a face-off for real, and I'm going to give you this real talk. That's what it is. But, man, it's been another dope morning, man. It was an exciting weekend of boxing. Oh, before we go, I gotta get in my BBO bag. Now, I don't know if I control like my brother BBO, but I gotta do this. Somebody's horses wasn't working yesterday. God, the horse didn't have not a cowboy or a cowgirl on it yesterday. What happened, Dallas? What happened, Dallas Cowboy fans? What happened? What happened, Dallas Cowboy fans? Listen, and I like a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans. A lot of you are my buddies. Some of you are my loved ones and all that, but I'm going to say this honestly, just as a sports fan, just keep y'all mouth shut for the rest. Keep y'all mouth shut for a whole entire football season. Don't talk no preseason. Don't talk no post game. Don't talk no postseason. Don't do none of that, because every time you Dallas Cowboy fans open your mouth, y'all don't bring nothing good into fruition, man. And I'm from Philadelphia, but I don't have a football team. I'm a fan of football, the sport, period, because it's less stressful. And in moments like this, I wish raindrops would fall. And I ain't got to worry about not coming outside my damn door in the morning, because I live in Philadelphia, from Philadelphia, never been to Dallas, but I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan living in Philadelphia. I ain't got to worry about walking out my door and it's going to be a shouting match all day, because that's all they do here in Philly. Washington fans, Eagles fans, and Dallas fans, nobody pay the Giants no damn mind. They just put them on mute. So you got the three best teams in NFC East all having fans in this damn city, and then they bigger. So I get to sit on the outside, and guess who can talk the most at the end of the argument? I can, because I'm not a fan of either team. I'm a fan of the sport, so I can call out what was doo-doo about your team, what's doo-doo about that team, and nobody can say nothing. Who your team? I like the sport before the team. So I get to give a breakdown. You understand what I'm saying? But damn, man, what's $8, man? Y'all some proud mamma jammers, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that. Some of y'all so diehard. I don't like seeing y'all wear y'all jerseys like that all the time. Sometimes just don't wear them, man. I know you gotta hold your team down, but I'm a diehard Sixers fan. I ain't wearing no damn Sixers jersey the way that the hell they looking. They finally won a game last night. Was this the second game that they won? The second game. I'm not wearing that. I don't wear losers on my chest. I'm not a loser. I don't wake up with a losing mind. I don't go to sleep with a losing mentality. I'm a winner every day, all day, because I wake up, I get to do it again, go to sleep up, wake up and do it again. So as long as you waking up and you're able to do the same thing that you did the day before, you are a damn winner. Now, some of the other things you might have to go out and work for a little more, but that's just life. But if you waking up every time you go to sleep, you are a damn winner. Now you making yourself a loser in activity, that's on you. But hey, that's a self-esteem problem. That's a you problem, not a me problem. I can try to motivate you to do better because I want better for people than worse. The only people I don't want good for is the only people I don't want good for is people who need to be here, period. You see what I'm saying? Only the good need to be existing. You bad, you better get yourself away from me. Because soon they sound that horn, and it's righteous against the unrighteous, I'm going to be one of the first ones on y'all behind. I'm dead serious because I've been prepped for this war mentally and physically. And all the wars, especially when you go back into the older wars, not these ones most recently, but them too. But you know, the early wars is always about the right against the unrighteous, the straight against the crooked. Read in between the lines. I ain't got to say nothing else. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, everybody. Stop sleepwalking. Ain't no sleeping in bed. Y'all sleepwalking. Y'all just sleep forever. Ain't no sleeping in bed. Y'all get up out the bed with your eyes still closed, eyes wide shut, walking around with no damn clue of what's going on in the world today. But hopefully everybody start paying attention to what's going on around you. Every single thing, pay attention. Because they keep saying if something's big gonna happen, something's big gonna happen. Man, big things is going on now. You just don't know about people going to war right now. They shooting up people, all that right now. In a couple parts of the world, there's a war going on. Little kids got to even pick up an M16 right now as I speak somewhere in the world. But just because you ain't forefront and you ain't full battle rattle doesn't mean you ain't in the war. You in the war, you just ain't get to shoot your shot yet. But you in the war, because you can easily be wounded before you even get to wound somebody. So you win the war. You win the green zone. That's why you get tapped out of here anytime. That's what green means, on go, no stop. So we all in the green zone. We just ain't, we ain't got to shoot. I shot, but you there. So y'all get yourselves ready. Y'all keep talking about all this nonsense. What is wrong before I go? What is wrong with y'all? Look, ever since this freaking election, everyone in attendance, now they got people going around doing stuff. And here's the crazy nonsense. The days that they going around the little small stuff they doing, that's what they said the Trump people was going to do if Trump lost. But you're so democratic and so fair and this, that, and that. Democrat, demon. Oh, men, demon, Democrat. Man, words can't spell. Do I need to drag y'all through this? Yeah, you're a proud Democrat. Yeah. But don't you know they was the ones that was trying to keep slavery in private stock, you knuckleheads? You know they the ones that was trying to keep some of your ancestors in shackles and chains.
Stop harassing here.
Yes, sir. Don't you know that they wanted your ancestors in shackles and chains for some of, because all our ancestors was not in shackles and chains, you idiots. But I'm gonna give y'all a lesson on that another time. But it's been a great morning. Hopefully y'all like y'all coffee and donuts. It was a little rugged, a little bitter this morning, but you got it. Your stomach is full. You're kind of hydrated. Now you can go over there to J Hardcore Box and get some bacon and eggs. Continue about your day. But we will be coming back with something dope on tomorrow's show. Y'all guys would know way before ahead of time what tomorrow's topic is going to be about. So with that being said, salute to my early bird crew that comes through all the time. Cash Sports, the box story. You need to know anything about boxing. Definitely from the past, the early days, check out Cash Sports, because he ain't got time to be talking about these new pillow soft guys like that. But he talking about, shout out to my brother, my partner, Kareem Akbar, the brother from the Bay, BBO. Shout out to my man, Tim in the building, DS3, Killer Mike, everybody who attended With that being said, have a great Monday, and I'll talk to y'all.